In fact, if you'd like to see what are some of the options that you might be missing out, hello everyone, I'm Junping. Today we're going to talk about your options when buying a private property. So before we start the video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you do not miss any of my videos. Let's go! In today's market, there are so many choices, but the eventual question is, which property type will be able to meet our goals better? By the end of this video, you will understand what are some of the homework that you might need to do to make a clearer decision. So let's look at this live example. The buyers have a budget of $1.5 million and they want to look for a condo that is near to their children's school. So based on this, there are two that were actually narrowed down for them to consider. Their first option is to consider to buy a resale 4-bedder condo in Sengkang, which is the Riverside residence, asking for $1.3 million. After which they will renovate it and move in after that. So let's work out the cost of the resale condo. Firstly, the buyers will have to need to pay a down payment of $325,000 excluding stamp duty. Next, they will also have to take out a bank loan to cover the remaining amount of $975,000. So based on 1.5% interest over 30 years, the monthly mortgage will work out to roughly about $3,300 per month. But out of this $300, the true cost is the interest paid, since this is money that's going to the bank and that they will not get back eventually. So that will be about $1,200 per month. Other costs like management fees will cost about $300 per month, will also have to be factored in. Lastly, to renovate such a big unit, the renovation cost can easily come up to about $80,000. So let's say if their timeline is 5 years, and after which they may be ready to upgrade again. So the total cost of this resale condo for the next 5 years will add up to about $170,000. Their second option is that they can consider buying a new launch unit at Treasure at Tampines, which was a new launch like I said, but it will only be ready after 3 years. So in the meanwhile, they will have to rent somewhere else to stay. So the Treasure at Tampines asking is $1.292 million for a 3-bedroom unit. Now, we work out the true cost of buying a new launch plus renting. The new launch is only ready in 3 years' time, so in the meanwhile, the buyers will be renting another 3-bedroom condo that will meet all their criteria. The rental unit works out to be about $2,900 per month. Next, the interest on the new installments for the new launch is only $500 in the earlier stages. So the cost for the first 3 years will work out to about $3,400. Finally, when Treasure at Tampines is ready after 3 years, they will start paying the loan interest and the management fee. That will be $1,500 every month. So the total cost of buying a new launch plus renting over 5 years will work out to about $158,000. 1 year later, today, a similar high-floor unit at Riverside residence exchanged hands for $1.275 million, which was actually a slight dip from $1.29 million back then, but in my opinion, overall the prices are somewhat similar. So what about the Treasure unit that my clients bought? A similar unit on the same floor, on the next block, is selling for $1.477 million, and that is a $185,000 difference since they bought it at $1.29 million. So if you were my clients, would you be happy? Not only you bought a new launch unit cheaper over 5 years, but you're also sitting on more appreciation. On this particular setting, I think the buyers think that they have made the right choice only because of their decision-making criteria. But for somebody else, they might have been happier with the resale. For example, if they have stayed longer than 5 years and made the renovation cost worth it. So what I want to conclude is that you actually have more options to explore when you're buying your next property. You're not always stuck with just buying a resale or stuck with just buying a new launch. In fact, if you'd like to see what are some of the options that you might be missing out, please feel free to reach out to me. So that's all for today. If there's any topics or questions that you wish for me to talk about, please leave them in the comments below. If not, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!